Hey guys, KidPool67 again here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Neca Bat Gremlin. Alright guys, so this was a figure I was very excited when I heard that it was going to come out. I waited forever for this figure to come out. I couldn't wait for it. I kept looking it up all the time, seeing pictures of it, waiting for it. I was really excited for this figure, more than any of the other Neca figures. And I finally got it. Found it at a store called Hastings for $50, which is a pretty expensive price tag, but I think he's worth the money. But first we're going to take a look at the box, and then we're going to take a closer look at the figure itself. As you can see, the box has like a roof type of look, like looks like the top of a church. The window does. The box is empty, I already took the figure out, but it says Gremlins versus Gremlins 2. I always thought it should say Gremlins 2 versus Gremlins, but well, this is the Bat Gremlin. On the side of the box, you can see it has a nice picture of the Bat Gremlin figure itself. It says Bat Gremlin again. On the back, it shows Bat Gremlin on top of a roof and has a read up. I'll read this right now for you guys. This detailed recreation of the puppet seen in Gremlins 2, the new batch, is fully articulated, including hinged ears, hinged jaw, ball-jointed arms and elbows, and bendable wing structure that allows the wings to spread open or fold close. The Bat Gremlin's wingspan is nearly 18 inches across when fully unfurled, including flight display stand for hovering or flying poses. And it says Gremlin's Bat Gremlin. The other side, it shows the same a different picture of the Bat Gremlin figure itself. Gremlin. The top, it shows like a shadow of the Bat Gremlin. It says Bat Gremlin. Then on the bottom, just price tag and Gremlins, like real toys, product development, Randy Falk, and all the sculpting and stuff. If you guys want to read that, you can pause the video. But now guys, let's take a closer look at the figure itself. Alright guys, so before we actually take a look at the figure, I'm going to show you the pieces he comes with. He comes with a stand that comes in 3 pieces for flight poses. You just take this piece and you plug it together like so. It sticks up like that. And then you can put this piece however you want. I wish you could just put it on and swivel it, but it's like, I don't know if you can see the shape of it or not. Get it to focus for you guys. It's like rectangle shaped, sorta. And then you can put it right there on the stand and whatever area you want it, or whatever angle. Then you have a nice flight stand for him, as you can see it. But I'll get more into the stand later. Now let's look at the figure itself. So as for the figure itself, it's a very, very nice figure. I have a couple problems with it, but I'll get into those later. But first I'll try to show you guys the detail of him. You can see he has these little legs with a nice, very nice paint job. His little gremlin toes that are different. His feet are shaped different than the other gremlin figures. They're more like this versus spread apart. Then you can see his little stubby arms. And his little tiny hands. His hands are tiny on this figure, like the little arms. But I like them. They're kind of adorable. Then the other arm, same deal. His face, though, man, look at the detail in that face. I actually watched the movie Gremlins 2 before I did this review, or before I'm doing this review, and he looks so much like in the movie. He looks exactly like in the movie. Makes me wonder if this is a prop from the movie. But his ears can move. I'll get more into that with the articulation segment, but dude, look at that face. Eyes. Those little buggy eyes I always liked. The nose, the spikes on his face. When you open his mouth up, there's like a uvula hanging. You can see that. And a tongue. Teeth. And these, I don't know what to call it, the stuff right in there. That way when you close and open the mouth, it looks like he has like skin there. The neck. Back of the figure. There's what the top of his head looks like with all the scales. Back of his ears. His neck. And it's like spine thing. The back of the wings look very nice. You can see all the cool textured detail. And the arm looking part. With the finger, like there's a hand and a thumb right there, and the fingers go down. But yeah, this is so nice. And it's hard to believe, but this is like rubber too, so it's hard to believe how well they painted it. Like it looks just as good as the rest of the figure, if not better. But yeah, this is very cool figure itself. But okay, so one of the problems I have with the figure though is when you have him in the box, or when you open him up, his wings are folded back like that, and I don't really like having to mess with them and have to like dip them in hot water and all that crap. But I guess I'll probably have to with this one, because the wings just like want to fold back like that, but it's no big deal to me, because it's like, I'll just try to show you guys. It sort of looks like a flapping pose when you have it on fly, so I don't know how much I'll mess with it, but yeah, that's one of my small problems. And here's a warning for you guys. On the back of the figure itself, you see these spots where the wings attach. They look like they'd be ball joints and should bend, but they're not. That's just where they attach, so don't be careful with that. Don't like bend it around thinking it's a ball joint, because it's not, because you'll break the things off if you mess with it too much. That's just a warning, and that's another one of the problems I have, is I wish they would actually put a ball joint there, because the wings would be easier to move. But yeah, this is very cool. You can see the ribs and all the wrinkles in his skin. The bottom of his feet have peg holes, even though they don't really need them, because you'll probably have them on the flight stand. But yeah, let's get into the flight stand. So you can see it, and in the back of the figure, there's a spot where the wings ain't really attached. Like you can see light shining through it, and you plug it right into there. Like I'm trying to do this. Kind of hard to pop it on, but once you get it on, it's easy. Oh crap, I think the stand just cracked on me a little bit. Well, that's unfortunate, but hopefully I can fix it. It's no big deal. I can super glue it. If it did crack, it might not have cracked, but yeah, I was worried about that. Stands always want to break, but you can get them in flight poses and stuff. And let me see if I can get this thing off without actually snapping it apart. Yeah, I did crack it a little bit. I don't know what... Yeah, it's totally cracked there. I'm gonna have to super glue that. Wish I could make the stands a little bit more durable, like where they have a... Should have like a hinge or something so it can hinge open, so you don't have to like worry about breaking it. God, that sucks. I had the same problem with my dog alien where the stand wanted to crack. But it's no big deal, I guess, because this is a wider piece, so it would be easier to super glue. But oh well. I actually might drill holes in these parts so I can hang on the wall. Because if you put the stand like that, you can have him hanging off the wall. Like hangs down. Or maybe not. Or like that, even. But yeah. But let's get more into the figure, I guess. So I guess now I'll get into articulation. So as for articulation, we'll start with the head. His ears have a hinge that hinges very nicely, so you can either have them all the way back like that, or you can have them bent forward. Like when he first turns into the bat, you can kind of see his ears like open up and show his eyes. And he has a hinged jaw. And up on the top of the neck, he has sort of a swivel, or sort of a ball joint, but I don't mess with it too much, because it's more like the bottom of the neck that has more articulation. The bottom of the neck has a very good range of movement, so you can have him out looking up. You can also turn the head all directions. I'll have to fix his neck a little bit here. And then as for his arms, they hinge out that far and they swivel. The wings get in the way, but they probably could swivel all the way around. He has a hinge right here in the arm, hinges, and a swivel, and a ball jointed wrist. He has ball jointed hips that move fairly decent, a swivel in the leg right there, and maybe just a swivel, and then ball jointed feet. And then the wings have like a wire in them so they can bend pretty decently, I guess. More in the arms, but in the finger it should go all the way down here, the wire. It stops right there, but the wings are so thick that you can't really bend it. Or in the arms is where it bends really well, but this is a very nice figure. Might be one of my new favorite gremlins. It's not as cool as the spider gremlin. I wish I had my other gremlin figures here to compare them to, but they're at my grandma's because that's where I display my gremlins collection. But yeah, I'll try to compare him to figures. He's so big I can barely fit him on camera because the wingspan's 18 inches across. But I'll try to compare him to a couple other figures for you guys. Alright guys, so here he is next to the Neca Ultimate Jason Voorhees. As you can see, he's shorter because it's more like the wingspan that makes him a big figure. He's actually smaller than the other gremlins. Like if you get a normal size gremlin like Lenny or Phantom, then he's actually shorter, the figure is, but the wings are all super big. So yeah, Jason's taller than him. And here he is next to the Neca Iron Maiden Eddie figure. And he's about the same height, I guess, with the ear tip. He's a little bit taller still than the Bat Gremlin. But when you have it on the display stand, he's taller than Jason and the Eddie. Yeah, very cool figure. So guys, all in all, I find this figure to be a very, very cool figure. Out of a rating of 1 out of 10, I would give it a 9. 10 being the highest, that is, I'd give it a 9. The only problem is the stupid stand broke the rest of the way. So right now I got super glue fixing it. This is bullshit. I wish they could make the stands just a little bit more durable. Every single clear stand I've ever gotten with a figure always breaks. Every single one. Other than the spider gremlin, because it's just a freaking pole that goes in the bottom of the spider gremlin. But I really wish they could make the stands a little bit more durable. It's like, why can't they make it out of like metal or something versus plastic? And clear plastic, which is always super brittle as hell. It's like you take it on and off the figure 3 times and it breaks. Ugh. I don't know. It's annoying to me, but I kind of got it fixing right now. Don't know if you can see that or not. There we go. But I have it trying to fix. But yeah. But yeah. It was a really cool figure. I was really looking forward to it. I really wish the stand wouldn't break, because now it's just going to keep breaking probably. I probably won't be able to fix it with super glue. But if you guys got any advice on how to fix it, then comment in the comments below, please, and tell me. But thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more videos by KidPool67, and like, comment, and subscribe. Bye-bye, guys.